What is up, YouTube, and welcome to this DC Extended Universe video. So, if you're new to the channel, a like and a subscribe is super appreciated. And now, the DC Extended Universe is in a state of flux, for lack of a better term. It is, quite frankly, a complete and utter garbage fire right now. Now this isn't to do with the quality of the product, because really we had, of course, Man of Steel, we had Batman vs Superman, we've had Suicide Squad, and now we have got Wonder Woman, which has saved the extended universe. And that's an understatement. The film Wonder Woman is possibly one of the best received comic book movies of all time. It is just in the stratosphere in terms of goodwill for DC's extended universe. Now, you would think that they're going to move on, they're going to look at Wonder Woman. Look at what made it so great, which is, I wouldn't say the Wonder Woman character made it great, because I'm not a big fan of Wonder Woman. I don't think that the impact of Wonder Woman made this how it is. It's the fact that not only is it a fantastic story, it has great acting, the story is, now don't hate me here, it actually makes sense, it is coherent, it doesn't have a tonal shift halfway through like Batman vs Superman. It doesn't have that Martha moment, which is... I'm sorry, I like the film. I like Batman vs Superman, but that Martha moment was fucking terrible. It was abysmal. It's like, we've got our two heroes fighting. How can we get them... Oh, their mother's got the same name. Oh, okay, that makes sense. They're going to stop fighting now to the death because their mother has the same name. You could argue that it connotes or denotes a memory in Bruce, perhaps, and then he kind of remembers why he did what he did. Yeah, that's probably... But on the surface of it, it was pretty terrible. But Wonder Woman has fixed this. Even Suicide Squad, actually, in my opinion, I thought it was great. It was a lot of fun to watch as a fan. But perhaps maybe I walked in with the bias of knowing the characters, liking the characters, and then, well, that's why I enjoyed it. But Wonder Woman was a great film. It was a fantastic film as a whole, even if you're not a fan of the character. I walked in not being someone who knew a lot about Wonder Woman, and now Warner Brothers have looked at that. They have probably realised that, hey, Wonder Woman's great. Maybe we should follow that template and make a coherent film and stick to our guns and make a script and not kind of have the focus groups change what we're doing like in Suicide Squad and Batman vs Superman, and move forward with what we want to do. Now, they haven't really done that, and this week has been particularly terrible for the DC Extended Universe. First of all, we had Batman apparently not being in the Extended Universe and being a standalone film. We had a Joker origin film, which was then turned into the rumours of being a Joker and Harley film, which no one wants. I mean, seriously, no one wants that film. It doesn't warrant being made into a film. We've had recently the Batman and Harley Quinn movie, the animated movie, which we don't really want. So, first of all, we've got Matt Reeves saying, yeah, it's going to be a standalone film, which, from what I gather from what he said, it's going to be a standalone film in the way that Wonder Woman was a standalone film. Wonder Woman was, it didn't have like huge major Easter eggs. It was like it was literally a flashback to what was going on in the past of Wonder Woman. And I can see that the Batman, at least, first of all, we had Ben Affleck, who was setting up this film, directing, writing it, and then he stepped down, which seemingly signalled the doom and gloom and the end of the film, which, you know what? I am no expert, but at least I can look at a film and think that, you know what, being Batman, having those heavy stunts, etc., is going to be a big task. It's going to be a huge task, and maybe directing the film as well isn't a good idea. So they brought on a steady pair of hands, Matt Reeves from Planet of the Apes franchise, And that makes sense. And now the script is being rewritten. Deathstroke may not actually be in it. Joe Manganiello, whoever it is, may not even be Deathstroke in the movie. And now, as well as this, from Warner Brothers, we're getting all these other films which seemingly just what is going on. We don't want a Joker origin movie, which apparently is going to be set in a different universe. So what we have now is we've got these films, but we've got the confirmed ones. We've got Aquaman, we've got Cyborg, we've got Suicide Squad 2, we've got Wonder Woman 2, we've got a Green Lantern and the Green Lantern Corps movie, and that's really it. We've got Suicide Squad 2 as well. I'm not sure if I said that. And after all of these were kind of said, we've got a Gotham City Sirens movie, which people are thinking now is going to actually be the Joker and Harley Quinn movie, which, okay, so you've got Wonder Woman, which did amazingly in the female market, in the female kind of perception of DCEU. You got that coveted figure, and now you're going to swap the movie, which has 3 badass women. You're going to get Joker and Harley Quinn, which has a very problematic relationship and could open up a can of worms with abuse and all this kind of things. So I'm not sure what they're doing there. Now, I think that the issues here come down to media training. I think that Matt Reeves said the wrong words when he said standalone. I think he means it's not going to be like a Marvel kind of film where it's setting up a million other movies. It's just going to be the Batman fighting off whoever. We thought it would be an Arkham Asylum movie where we're going to see Ben Affleck's Batman go into Arkham Asylum and take them all on. Now, not only this, but at Comic-Con, we had the Flash movie, which has had 2 directors, 2 writers, and doesn't even have a director, has been turned into Flashpoint. So we're getting Flashpoint here, and we haven't even had a Flash movie to set up the character to give us Flashpoint. So we're getting that, and originally we were going to get Reverse Flash, which again is even too early to give us Reverse Flash. I think setting up the character, having the Rogues, and then maybe having Reverse Flash later on, because we've had Reverse Flash over on CW. So it seems like the films are in a bit of a mess. It seems to me that WB are throwing everything. They are literally having any idea that could possibly go off and do really well, are just throwing it at the wall. And to me, with the kind of, we've got our set Justice League films, we're also getting a lot of, they're doubling down on the Batman part of things. Not sure why they're doing that, because what was interesting about the DCEU was that we were getting people like Darkseid, which wasn't big in the kind of general movie-going audience. And it was interesting that they were going the whole hog and seeing obscure characters as well. So it seems like they are doing anything. They are throwing Joker and Harley Quinn and everything there. But what I'm kind of thinking here is that if these are going to be Elseworld stories, perhaps they could actually be multiverse stories. So we could be getting the multiverse here. We've got the Flashpoint, and maybe Flashpoint will reset the DCEU, and then we'll move forward with these brand new movies afterwards, which doesn't really make a lot of sense as to why they would do that. But to me, it seems like a lot of these people need media training. I think Matt Reeves needs to kind of think before he speaks with that, before he messes up. And WB, it seems like they need a plan. They had Wonder Woman, and then they moved forward with other things or rumours, which I think that a lot of this is conjecture as well. So I think we need to kind of look on and think that, well, unless it comes from Warner Brothers itself, maybe it's not actually true. And I haven't even mentioned as well the Black Adam movie, which we're getting a Shazam movie, but Black Adam was supposed to be the villain in Shazam. They were supposed to kind of work together and then, not work together, but be in the same movie. And then we're going to go and get a Shazam movie as well, which has also been mentioned. So I think that what we need to do as DC fans need to look at the slate that has been confirmed and then kind of ignore all these rumours as well. So I think moving forward we will be getting Jared Leto as the Joker here, and I think that we can take all these things with a pinch of salt, where we've had a lot of different things said and done, and really the method here is that I want Warner Brothers to actually kind of get a handle on these rumours and just say, like, none of these are true, and just kind of come out and say that, you know what, these are out, this is our confirmed slate, just ignore all of these things that are rumours and reports as well, because they seem to be a lot more problematic than they really are, and it seems like this week of Warner Brothers is not doing the DCEU any service whatsoever, when it really does at this time need all the bloody help it can. I think the Justice League, once Justice League comes out, that will kind of cement where they're going, to be honest. So we've got to already wait until November, but it's a big problem here. And again, I haven't as well said about Batman, about Ben Affleck actually playing Batman, and I can't see him moving off from being Batman whatsoever. He's staying. He said he's staying, so let's ignore that and stick with what the confirmed slate is for now. However, that is it for me. Please do drop a like. Please do subscribe. And I'll see you soon. Goodbye.